Hi, my name is Christine, part of the customer success team. I'll be taking you through the stock module within the KiliMax software. Stock management is one of the biggest challenges that most businesses experience, be it managing stock in hand or avoiding stockouts. In this video, we're going to review how KiliMax software will be able to help you manage stock from start to end. Let's help you manage accurate inventory levels. Let's get started. Today we are going to look at the stock module. It's the fourth module on the KiliMax page. Here we are able to look at things like transfer stock. I'll be able to click on it. What basically happens, because our system supports for multiple warehouse management, multiple store management, you're able to do a transfer from one warehouse to another. So for example, I need to move one particular good from that store to Mali's store, and the particular good I'm trying to sell is Fenty lip gloss, and in this case my source warehouse has 942 pieces and my destination stock has 0. So if I want to do a transfer, I want to send 50 pieces. Maybe my source store is the warehouse where they're stored, but then the Mali store is the retail store. So I want to transfer 50 of them. So in this situation, I can also be able to attach an expense to that particular transfer. Maybe it's the packaging expense or transportation expense, and maybe it took 300 shillings. Then I click on confirm, and then I allocate it on this particular product. Here the 300 has now populated itself there, and after that I'm able to submit for approval. And because I'm using the test environment, I'll be able to now click on ship. So some products have a shipped quantity of 0, ignore it and continue to ship. I can say proceed in my case. So because this is for demo purposes, the person on the Mali store, the destination store, is able now to click on receive, and this will be now stock that is in their system. Even in terms of valuation in the KiliMax system, it will count as if these 50 pieces are now in the new stock, the destination store, as opposed to the source warehouse. Then we can quickly look at what stock check is. Stock check is the function where the branch manager probably does a quick check of how much stock is available and deals with the various discrepancies that might come up. You see here it mentions about surplus record or shortage record, and also pending discrepancies, which allows for the warehouse manager to now come and resolve these discrepancies, or rather follow up on the particular discrepancies that have been found. Then stock in and stock out are basically used to maybe bring in goods that have not necessarily been directly bought from a vendor. So for example, and it's also not a transfer stock. Let's say goods that had not been counted initially in the opening stock can also be brought in as stock in. Then warehouses, this is just where we manage our warehouses, because we said we support multiple warehousing. So you just click on new and set up the new warehouse that you want to set up. So we also support for negative inventory where warehouses are involved. If it is part of the business operations, we allow for negative inventory where you can sell -1, -2 here. So we can now quickly look into stock analysis. Here we do stock summary. You're able to see where every piece went of goods. When you double click on it, for example, it's this, you're able to see all the sales returns, the deliveries, the opening stock that were done around that particular good. And still under stock module, we're able to see stock balance. Stock balance is the stock valuation. And at the very bottom, you're able to see the value of your stock. It's 371,402,208 in this situation. So you're able to see how the calculation of the valuation has come in. Then within the stock analysis, we also show stock balance details. We allow for serial number management, batch management, which is if a particular good came in with one container, that container can be a batch 1, another container can be batch 2. Yeah. Then we also support stock aging, which manages how much the goods are staying in the stores or the warehouses. We support for flexible editing of stock aging. For example, this can be 20 days against 3 rounds. Then we also support for low stock. For all the goods that have low stock error on them, you're able to monitor them from here. So you see here, restock needed. Yes, so it will show us only the goods that need a restock, and it will give you a quick overview of why the restock is needed. So under stock valuation, it's basically how to do stock revaluation within the KiliMax system. And with stock analysis, you're able to see the new AI features, Kili, that is used to give insights on your stock. You know, stock has so much products within it and so much intricate details within it. So the AI really helps you with the insights without you having to do reports or doing too much Excel work. So you're able to see out of stock risk, stagnant inventory, expired inventory, zero cost inventory, new expiry inventory. There's so much insights that you're able to see from the stock AI analysis. I believe you'll be able to take up this and take a trial and try to see how the system works for you and if the stock module works for your company, and we hope to see you. And that's how KiliMax helps you maintain control of your stock at all times. If you'd like to know how this can work for your business, please reach out to us, to our team, or book a demo on our website. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.